Hey gang, I wanted to do a channel update and discuss the direction that things are going to be going and talk to you a little bit about some of the stuff that's come up recently. If you're chronically online like I am, you may have noticed a recent trend with some of your favorite creators losing their sponsorships. I am unfortunately not immune to this, and as of the end of February, I will unfortunately not be working with Cool Stuff anymore. This is mainly due to their downscaling, and I completely understand. They've been an incredible sponsorship for my channel. They've allowed me to do so much and basically keep doing what I've been doing easily and happily. Unfortunately, for full transparency's sake, Cool Stuff made up about a third to about 40% of my total income, which is a big blow to my basically ability to live. Now, this isn't to say that I do this only for money. It just allows me to do it and not have to do other things at the same time. I get immense joy out of the comments and the people coming up to me at events and even in the shops saying how much they love my work. And it's been probably one of the greatest things that I've ever gotten to do in my entire life. Um, for instance, one of the coolest things that I've ever received, and I've received some pretty cool stuff and fun little merchandise, is actually this. It might not look by much, it's actually just a piece of cardboard with some red writing on it, but this was in the Uline order that I placed when I had a Kickstarter campaign for my playmat back in the day. And I wasn't expecting it. I didn't realize that there was a fan at Uline who packed my order. But this was super cool to receive, and as soon as I'm finished setting up my studio, it's probably going to be one of the most prominent pieces you're going to see in there, just because of how special this made me feel and how nice and warm it was. However, despite all of this love and these funny comments and these fun pieces of cardboard I'm being sent, I'm in a fairly stressful situation. It's a bit of a difficult landscape, and I think I'm going to be having a hard time finding a replacement for that sponsor. So what I'm hoping I can project to you, the viewers, is a change. What I would like to propose is Patreon. I've had a Patreon for a long time. It's not something I promote particularly well, mostly because I've always felt that with the store sponsorships, I'm offering the viewer something more tangible with a discount, while at the same time able to support the channel. What this situation has made me realize, however, is the volatility of that. And as much as I love working with stores, and I'm hoping to do so for the future, it makes a lot of sense to have a bit more of a stable basis, which allows me to continue doing this and promoting videos. And if there are discounts at stores, fantastic. And if not, I can still keep doing this for as long as people want me to do it. So with that being said, I'm going to include a link down below for my Patreon if you haven't already checked it out. But I've changed it up a lot. I've added a bunch of new tiers, some new rewards. I've added some stuff that I've never offered before in the past, which is stuff like being able to have me build and play your deck in a game and record it and then post it online. So if there's something that you want to see played, that's an option for you to do. There's a real range of tiers. For as little as $1, you're able to help support the channel, all the way up to a kind of special tier that I made at the very top end, which I will be surprised if someone fulfills, but here we are. I thought it'd be a nice little nod to some of the comments that I've been getting in videos. But I just really hope we can work together to make the channel continue to grow and become the best thing that it can be. The more sponsorships that I have and the more support that I get from patrons, the more I'm able to do. I could potentially hire an editor. I do everything right now outside of one thing, which is the transcription of my games. I've outsourced that to a friend, Harry, who takes care of it and nicely will write out what happens in the game, and it saves me a couple hours a week, and it's been the easiest thing that I can think of that allows me to get some more time back. But beyond that, I'm also hoping to, do some deck techs, do some other stuff, and maybe not just do gameplays constantly, which I love games, and don't get me wrong, we're streaming them every so often, and we're posting 2 a week. They're great, but I'd like to do some stuff that's a little bit more creative if possible. And if Patreon isn't your thing, YouTube now has a membership system, which I've set up. There are 2 tiers. There is one for $3 and one for $15. And the $3 tier is just basically the lowest it'll let me do. It's more or less a thank you. And the $15 tier is also something I've never done before, which is early access to my videos. By subscribing to YouTube, it gives you the option, at the $15 tier I should say, it gives you the option to see all of the gameplays that I've posted ahead of time immediately. So basically that means that because I operate in about a 2 to 3 week ahead of time schedule, you'll have anywhere between 4 to 6 videos that are unreleased and able to watch them at your leisure. Plus you'll get to see those fun little names that I come up with that sometimes slip through when I forget to name a video when it goes live, and I'm really good at this job. And if you can't support me through Patreon or YouTube, I completely understand. Right now, things are very hectic and very hard for a lot of people, and I completely sympathize and empathize with you. Throwing money at a card game might not be the best option for you, and I respect that. And there are lots of ways to help me that don't require a direct monetary donation. Mostly liking the videos, commenting the videos, sharing the videos, subscribing to the videos, being engaged in some capacity helps me and helps the channel. And by doing that, you're giving as much. And that's about everything for this update. I have been really uncomfortable with the idea of making this video, but the more that I think about it, the better it'll hopefully be in the long run. As much as I'm uncomfortable now, hopefully we'll be able to find a spot where people are happy with what they can give, and I can continue doing this for as long as people want me to. Direct support from the channel will allow me to continue to grow and continue to do this, and really that's the best that I can hope for. So I hope this video finds you well. I really appreciate your ongoing support and love and affection, and I look forward to hopefully very soon celebrating 100,000 subscribers on the channel, and I think that's going to be a momentous occasion, not just for me, but for everybody. I think it's fantastic. And I'm gonna have to cook up a really good giveaway for that. So look forward to seeing more details on that as we get closer to it. But as always, thank you for watching. And remember, friends are just opponents you haven't eliminated yet.